Hello, what is going on, everybody? So today it is Prince Vic here, and if you are wondering how to distinguish between me and Vic, basically I always wear a hat. Okay, I know we look incredibly what do you say in English similar, but in this you can see I'm clearly wearing a hat. This is usually how you can distinguish what me and Prince Vic look like, and of course the obvious kind of thing, which is an accent. So obviously I have a very strong African accent, and Vic has a normal British accent. But yeah, so there it is, Prince Vic here. Hello everybody, and in today's video we're going to be discussing the KSI versus Logan Paul conference. And also another way you can, going back to what I said before, another way you can distinguish the me and Vic is this cap, of course. If I just take it off, you can see here it says I love Rwanda, and if you don't know where that is, it's a small, very beautiful country in East Africa. So yeah, so this just represents my love of Africa, because I have a cap saying I love Rwanda, which is of course a beautiful African country that I am from, Rwanda and Uganda. Yes, the country that got memed a lot in Uganda Knuckles. But anyway, so in today's video we're going to be discussing the KSI versus Logan Paul match. Those of the boxing match, you throw hands and beat the crap out of each other. So we had the conference, of course, KSI and also yeah, we are probably going to do too many talk about KSI versus Logan, because that is the main part. Deji v Jake is still a good part, but that is the main part, so we are going to get into that now. Okay, actually I decided that we'll split it into parts. We'll talk about Deji and Jake first, and then Logan and KSI. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so starting with Deji and Jake, we start at the LA press conference. Jake, obviously as a African person, of course I want Deji and JJ to win, but I'm going to be as neutral. But Jake, what's like at the LA press conference, all this guy said was Walmart. Like, what do you even mean? Do you mean what they're wearing is Walmart? I don't understand. Like, you just say Walmart like 50 times. It is a bit annoying to hear. Yeah, so he said those of the Walmart several times, and and he also did quite a rude thing and he took off Deji's glasses and threw them into the crowd, as I'm sure you are aware, and luckily Deji got them back, or somebody gave, I think the moderator Shannon Briggs gave it back to him. But yeah, that was very disappointing from Jake, very disappointing content. But yeah, so Jake literally said Walmart the entire time, had some random ass suit that looked like a bird shot on it. But yeah, that's basically what there is to know with the LA press conference. And then Deji literally just said, he tried to calm the crowd down by saying LA, like calm down. And he did a decent job, because the LA crowd were quite, they had hostile people, and yeah. And then the KSI versus Logan. Logan did not shut up, okay? This guy kept on talking the whole entire time, and he kept on talking about JJ's baby carrot dick, whatever that means. And then there was a big flare between JJ and Logan when JJ was trying to talk about the very bad things that Logan did in the past in January that we did not need to mention, but he tried to impersonate him. And then Logan, fair play, like I guess he was annoyed, and in a press conference, like you can do, it's all game, it's fair game, it is fair game, but like Logan actually came up, grabbed the bandana of JJ, took it off, JJ pushed him, and yeah, that's basically it. And then that was quite interesting to watch, to be honest. Okay, so now we move on to England. I think Jake actually coped with the hostility of the England crowd very well, to be honest, because it was, even though I want Deji to win, it was kind of funny when Jake was like, this is going to be my crappy impersonation of American accent. It was like, hey, boo if Deji's a bitch. So he just kept on saying that boo if Deji is a bitch. He kept on saying that, and he just like went up and said like that kind of, and yeah, and the crowd booed. So I guess that makes Deji a bitch technically, even though he's not really. But yeah, so yeah, that was kind of smart from Jake, but Deji overall won, I'd say, because the confidence from Deji was definitely apparent, and yeah, man. So he just came up to him, went up, and I think the African rave over there is making me a bit tired. But Deji had overwhelming confidence. When he went up, he looked Jake in the eye like, I'm looking to you, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, so he went up to him, like, shaked his head, smiled at Jake, and yeah, basically what he did. And that was basically what happened. So then, so once that happened, I think the border Deji went back and Deji tried to kind of implement what Jake and Logan were doing in the LA press conference by saying boring like lots of times. And in this video he did it to kind of replicate what the Jake and Logan Paul people were doing in LA, which is fair enough, I guess. So yeah, he said that the crowd chanted back, and yeah, and Jake and Logan both said that KSI and Deji's whole entire fan base they were all only in that one crowd, which kind of does not explain the 9 million subs from Deji's channel and the 19 million subs from JJ's channel. Which is probably why JJ and Deji did not bring that is their only fan base in the crowd, because they know they are big YouTubers. Same with JJ and Deji, they're also big YouTubers, so you cannot say that the whole crowd is their audience. But yeah, Deji proceeded to tell Jake to shut up and to say nobody cares to him, and then they went on to questions. So Deji also told Jake to like look at him. So then after the questions, which were just like box standard questions, they had a face-off. In the face-off, Deji and Jake were looking at. Well, at first Jake was just looking like that. Then Deji was like to the crowd, "What did I tell you? No eye contact." As soon as he said that, Jake turned around, looked at him in the eye, and then yeah. So then they looked at each other confidently, and then that was it. Okay, my brothers, so now we move on to KSI versus Logan. So KSI versus Logan in the England press conference, that was interesting, but I don't know, it was just like I don't know. It was very interesting because KSI was kind of the dominant figure, like the alpha male in that situation. Logan was very, very scared. KSI got a big dub in the England press conference, like he really did. He just kept on going in, on and into Logan, like kept on going in, tearing him apart, and yeah, it was interesting to watch, however, but JJ just dominated, to be honest. Like he said stuff about Logan's girlfriend Chloe Bennett, which Logan was very pissed about. He also, the main part, he went over the whole dad situation of Logan Paul's dad, couldn't like disgusting and stuff, and then Logan's dad decided to do the cringy thing to go and say, if you want to ask about the two dumb children, ask your mom about the two dumb children. And I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you even there? You should be doing what JJ and Deji's parents are doing. Just chill at home. Just chill at home. Don't get involved in all that beef, okay? But he decided to, and even Logan just went like this. He pulled his hands back saying, what the fuck is this guy doing? But I don't know. That's basically just what happened in the fight, to be honest. And yeah, that fight was very, very weird, to be honest. But I guess that was basically it. That was the fight. I mean, that was basically two press conferences. And oh yeah, the main part, Logan dropped the mic, dropped it, left off. So yeah, that was basically what it was. And then we move to the face to face. Okay, so the final part, of course, who do I think will win? So I think you guys can kind of guess who I think will win, but I believe that in terms of DGB Jake, I believe Jake will win. I think he has the height advantage, and I feel like he weighs more as well. I think Deji is a massive underdog here. I know he is very confident in his skills, that's good on him, but I still think Jake is this. Not only has he got the height, he's got the experience as well. Even though I very much want Deji to win, I feel like Jake will win because he has the strength and the height and the experience as well. Now to KSI versus Logan, I think KSI won. I believe in him. Like, he made the whole documentary about not losing before he even did the fight, and there was a chance for him to lose. Got the job done against Weller. Very impressive display by him, and I think he'll beat Logan. Logan looks too nervous up there. He dropped the mic and left the press conference. That just shows how nervous this boy is. So I think KSI win against Logan and Jake will beat Deji. Okay, so the final part, of course, who do I think will win? So I think you guys can kind of guess who I think will win, but I believe that in terms of DGB Jake, I believe Jake will win. I think he has the height advantage, and I feel like he weighs more as well. I think Deji is a massive underdog here. I know he is very confident in his skills, that's good on him, but I still think Jake is this. Not only has he got the height, he's got the experience as well. Even though I very much want Deji to win, I feel like Jake will win because he has the strength and the height and the experience as well. Now to KSI versus Logan, I think KSI won. I believe in him. Like, he made the whole documentary about not losing before he even did the fight, and there was a chance for him to lose. Got the job done against Weller. Very impressive display by him, and I think he'll beat Logan. Logan looks too nervous up there. He dropped the mic and left the press conference. That just shows how nervous this boy is. So I think KSI win against Logan and Jake will beat Deji.